Once upon a time, in ancient China, there lived a monk whose wisdom was admired by many. People traveled from far away, place to seek his intelligence, knowing he could solve even the toughest problems. One morning, two young men came to monk's humble house for advice. Both were polite and insisted the other speak first. Soon they realized their problem were the same and decided to ask the monk together. With serious expression, they asked their question. Master, we both work as a low-level employees and are treated poorly at work. We have worked all day from morning until the task was completed. Our boss are mean and doesn't pay us well. Should we leave our jobs and find something else to do? The wise monk closed his eyes and thought deeply. The young man waited quietly until the monk opened his eyes and gave them a brief answer. Only a bowl of rice. Puzzled but hopeful, the two young men thanked the monk and headed back to city. As they walked, they thought about the monk's mysterious word. He speaks in riddles, one young man said, breaking the silence. Yes, his friend agreed, but maybe the message is simpler than we think. Could our jobs be just a bowl of rice, providing only our daily meals? As they mean the monk words, they decided to take different path. One man felt brave and left his job, moving to the countryside to become farmer. The other young man stayed in his job, interpreting the monk's word to mean that he shouldn't be upset by his tough job. Year passed. The young man who became a farmer was very successful. He used his city knowledge to import the best seeds and grew the finest fruit and vegetable. He became known as an expert farmer and made a lot of money. The young man who stayed at his job also did well. He took on more responsibilities and did the task others avoided. He was promoted year after year until he became the manager of the company. One day, the two men met unexpectedly. As they talked and shared their story, they realized they had followed different paths. Despite hearing the same advice from the monk, both were rich and successful, but wondered which path was right one. How strange, the manager said, scratching his head. The master told us the same thing, yet you choose to leave. The farmer was puzzled too. Isn't it obvious? My job was just a bowl of rice, a way to get my daily food. So I left the horrible place. Quitting was the smartest choice. Why did you stay? I think it is pretty obvious, the manager said. My job was just a bowl of rice. When I realized that, I didn't let the bad stuff bother me. I stayed and worked hard. Wasn't that what the master meant? Confused by their different interpretation, the two men decided to seek clarity from the monk once again. They returned to monk home and asked him, Please master, what you really meant? We are confused. With a calm face, and the monk closed his eyes and thought deeply. When he opened them, he gave the another short answer, only a difference of thought. Some might think the story doesn't end properly because the monk doesn't say which path was better, but the main lesson is that nothing in this world is fixed. Hearing the same 5 words, the two young men chose different paths. One stayed in his job and another left. Yet both become rich and successful. This shows that everyone has their own way to reach their goal. Different paths can still lead to the same place. The second important lesson is the monk's final word are only a difference of thoughts. A small change in how we think can make a huge difference in our life. In this story, both young men made a good choice with the help of luck. It doesn't mean all the paths in life are the same. There are many paths to reach our goal, but just as many can lead us away from them. A small decision can mean the difference between reaching our destination or the getting lost in life. Thank you for listening guys. Comment if you like this story.